Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Tillman, the market man here at 42nd Street and Lexington Avenue. I'm with Triumph Restaurant inside the Iroquois Hotel. We're going to get ready to start up our salad for today. We're going to use a little bit of fennel, but I don't need fennel. If you want to come over and take a look at it, we got some nice fennel over here. Nice, see how it's all clean and crisp. It's going to add some nice texture to the salad, but we have some of that already in the restaurant. We're going to do celery. We already have that as well. We're going to get some escarole, which a lot of people use escarole and they cook it because it's a little bit heartier, but we're going to take it, cut it really fine, and we're going to put it on our salad and give it a little texture. And celery root. This is celery root. You can see it's basically, celery root is kind of like this, if you were, for lack of other words. This one is in the ground and this one comes up. So this is how it actually grows in the ground. So we're going to use both pieces of that for today's salad. We're going to add a little bit of these sun-dried tomatoes to add a little sweetness to it and a little bit of color. And pretty much that's about it. I think we have some chipotle vinaigrette that we're going to use back at the restaurant, so we'll see you guys in a little while. Jason Tillman, the market. Alright, welcome back to this edition of the Market Man. So we're here in the kitchen, Jason Tillman, Triumph Restaurant inside the Iroquois Hotel. So at the market this morning, we talked about fennel, we talked about escarole, we talked about sun-dried tomatoes, we talked about celery. We also talked about celery root, but unfortunately I forgot the celery root, so we're going to do without it, but it's okay. So what we got is we got a little bit of the fennel that we've shaved really thin. You can do that on the mandolin or you can do that with your knife. I have a little bit of the escarole, and you see how I've washed it and I've cut it really thin because it has a little bit of bitterness to it, and it's a little bit of a tougher green. We're going to add a little bit of that celery in there. We're going to add a little bit of these guys, and probably I think a little bit more fennel. And so that's about, it's a decent sized salad. We're going to add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. And I've decided to go ahead and use a chipotle vinaigrette. So I've taken chipotle peppers, put them in a thing with a little bit of salt, a little pepper, a little lemon juice, and a little bit of mayonnaise, and a little bit of red wine vinegar. Easy enough. A little bit of that on there. It gives a little creamy texture to it. So we're going to toss that all together. I'm going to get my gloves here so I can finish this up. All right. And so we're going to mix it all together, just like that. And that's pretty much about it, really. I mean, it's got all kinds of summertime stuff in there, a lot of flavor. You got sweetness from the celery, you got texture, you got sweetness with the sun-dried tomatoes. We're going to top it with some fresh chives to give it a little spiciness, and a little bit of toasted almonds. And those toasted almonds are going to give them crunch and texture. So summertime, we got a escarole, fennel, and sun-dried tomato salad with celery and toasted almonds. Jason Tillman, the market man here at Triumph Restaurant inside the Iroquois Hotel.